Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for calling yourself crypto lifers. I'm still under the weather. You can hear my nose. Crazy. I woke up this morning and my Streamlabs OBS wanted to update. I updated it. Next thing you know, it was like, your drivers aren't working. You need new drivers. So I had to go get new NVIDIA drivers. I also have old graphics cards. Like, I'm talking 4 years old. So I was worried that I wasn't going to be able to update them. I'm sitting there freaking out. I'm on pins and needles. And it made me realize, YouTube is the riskiest business you could be in. It really is. Straight up. Like, there's so many things that can go wrong every single day that could destroy and ruin my business. The internet could go down, and I couldn't be able to be consistent. Done, right? The computer could go down. I need all the things the drivers need to be working. Every program needs to be up to speed. You have your future on so many little intricacies, but that's why you have to have a backup computer. You have to have, and I had a backup computer ready to go. If I needed to get that far, I would have gotten that far. I made sure. My dad even said to me, he said, now that you're getting this big, you need to have backups for everything. He said, you need to have double setups, double this. He said, you can't ever say you can't do it. And I said, you're right, But, in this business, I wear 10 hats. You know what I'm saying? I'm the CEO. I'm the engineer, the audio mixer, the cameraman, the stream engineer, the talent, the voice, the chart skills. Honestly, and then my wife takes care of the actual business. I just want you guys to understand, when you go out on your own, you're going to do so much by yourself. You're going to handle so many of your own positions. And look at today. Balancer up 7%. Ethereum Classic crawling back up 5%. Engine Coin up 4%. And Kusama up 3%. Not much to talk about. A little dry day here in the markets. We're going to break down Bitcoin in a split second. We're going to talk about what we see. We see some charts also of my elite charters in the group there, looking pretty succulent. There still is a few things to look at. We're not going to show you them all. You got to join the trading group to get them, but we're going to show you about two of them that are looking pretty scrumptious today. And let me jump on in here to Bitcoin at 43,500. We have a shoulder head and a possible right shoulder forming. This is what I'm looking at here for BTC. So let's zoom in here. Let's take a look at Bitcoin. So, of course, we hit that horrible resistance. We banged down below it. Tough times, right? It was tough. I mean, that wasn't fun to watch Bitcoin dump like that, right? However, there was an idea. How did we have an idea that Bitcoin was going to dump? If you're in my trading group, if you learned my trading skills and kind of what I put down, let's break it down. Also, I have to make a joke right now. Jason Casper, man, funniest dude in the world. Lately, his YouTube titles have been hilarious. You got to look at them. We got to look at them. Look at it. Major support loss. What happens now? Worst TA ever. Please don't watch. Look, YouTuber pretends to understand technical analysis. Gets wrecked. Everybody wrecked. Look. I just think that's so funny, man. I think that's hilarious. Shout out to Jason Casper in the game. Appreciate you, my friend. One of the first people to kind of be nice to reach out to me and, send that YouTube love. So I'm always sending my love over to Jason. Right shoulder, head, and there's a right shoulder there too. Left shoulder, head, and a right shoulder there too as well. This is what I'm looking at for BTC. Can we make this head? You know what I'm saying? 1 hour, it does need to come on down. It's a little worrisome. So right here, if we break it down, we're in a bit of a rising wedge in the 1 hour, right? Rising wedges break down 68% of the time. Measured move would be a breakdown here of that 1 hour. That would bring us to about 42,693. That could still be considered ahead of the inverted head and shoulders, something like this, And that would be my next support zone that I have drawn here. So if we break this, which it looks like we may be, 43,000, we will come to 42,600, 42,700 area. So we're looking at that. It is pointing down here on the 1 hour time frame, which, 68% and 90% of the time, that's going to send you down. Let's take a look at the 15. 15-minute wants to save us from grace here and say, no. You're going to bounce off this double bottom here. So can we hold 43,000? That's going to be the question for the day. 43,005. It's always these fives, right? And can we get back above 44K? So bulls need this region back here. See this bounce? This is resistance now. So bulls need 44,000 back, like bad, So bulls need to break back above 43K to remain bullish. Really, that's the story, morning glory. Like, until we get above 44K, you can say 50K, you can say 60K, you can say whatever you want. We're not there yet. So until we get back above 44K, really, we're bearish. So I'm bearish until we get above 44,000. It's that simple. It's black or it's white to me, and that's what it is. We could be in this bigger channel that I have drawn. See this? Up, down, and making our way back to the top of the channel. There's one suggestion. 43K, big deal. Now let's talk about 43K. Why is it such a big deal? What it is, let's take a look at it here on Coinbase on the weekly chart, right? And I went over this in depth, actually, like 2 days before the dump. We talked about, actually, let's talk about a few things. Let's talk about, if you were in my trading group, how did we know that there was going to be a dump? Well, very similar to when Bitcoin got up here and we knew we were going to have to come back to the 21 on the weekly. All right, back on November 8th, that area when we knew we would have a pullback. Let's take a look at the daily for Bitcoin. Now, if you're one of my students and you learn from me, or if you watch my YouTube channel, I talk about the 21-day moving average every single day in depth. I bring it up all the time, over and over and over again. It's a great time. And what I'm teaching you right now, you could learn to trade anything in the world. So this isn't just Bitcoin. I'm just going to show Tesla on the side too, just so I want you to understand that what I teach everybody here, this is a crypto lifer channel, but what I teach trading. I mean, you can trade any asset in the world with what I put down. Any single asset in the world from what I put down here. Let's take a look at Tesla on the NASDAQ at 1,000 points. And we suggested that Tesla was making a flag and would break out of the flag to the upside. Why? Well, once price action gets away from the 21, it snaps back to the 21 and then gets a pump. Look, back to the 21. When we were in a beautiful uptrend and we pumped up, snapped back to the 21. We pump up here, we snap back to the 21. You see this? Go look at the daily for Tesla. When Tesla got super high right here and it got far away from the 21, what had to happen? It had to go down. Okay, it had to make and at least play with the 21-day moving average here. It went back to the 200, and then it was gone. They got tight. Look, moving averages are far apart. That's when I get out of a trade. Moving average, you get tight. That's when I start getting back into the trade. Tight moving average suggests Tesla is on its way. Look at this. I have a move for Tesla going up all the way to $1,748. 70% gains coming out of Tesla. All right, so let's jump back into Bitcoin now. Now Bitcoin got pumped up away from the 21-day moving average, okay? Let's go back in time and show you with the replay tool what was going down here. So right here, we put this blue line, and you can see at this point, we had boomed up for 7 straight days, and I kept saying, everybody, start taking profits like you know there's going to be a pullback. I said, that's the most green we've had in a long time. There's going to be a pullback. I said, it never just goes straight up forever. There's going to be a pullback here for Bitcoin. So, I went over this in depth. I even drew this idea here and said, we may get a pullback here, back to the 21-day moving average and to interact with it. Price action. I said, there's a bounce. That would be 42,006 would be our last level to hit, Look at that. Resistance and resistance. It's 42.6. So interesting. That's why that's my next level to watch. It was heartbreaking to see this level break. I mean, this was hardcore support. Look, resistance, 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 resistance. You definitely would have thought that would have held. The fact that it broke so easily is strange to me. Usually we would have bounced off of it, come up, bounced off of it, then broke it. Not to break it so quickly and so shortly. So what we're seeing, though, is the idea, and I even suggested, Sammy cup and handy to the upside. Suggested the idea that there was going to be a bit of a cup and handle here. Just suggested. And, and we can actually play this out now in the tool. So if you're in my trading group, about a week ago, I started pointing this out. I started being wary of, hey, I watch it every day. I see the price every day. So once we start getting extended, I'm going to get the spidey senses. And my spidey senses are going to go up, and I'm going to start being like, we've had 7 good days, I'm like the Bitcoin mama, the Bitcoin papa. Like, I'm on it every single day. While you're at work, while you're, hanging out with your buddies, while you're doing all these other things, I'm strictly in the charts all the day long. Money, it's crazy, but I get paid to be in these charts all day long. It's what I have to do. I'm obligated every single day, 7 days a week. It's what I signed up for. Don't worry about it. Don't feel bad for me. I'm doing exactly what I love to do. Can you do Shiba Inu? I will with it. Yeah. If you send in a super chat, my friend, do the right thing. It could be $1.99. Doesn't have to be a lot. It's just part of the show. Back to the 21. Back to the 21. Back to the 21. Snaps back. Snaps back. Snaps back. And I don't like even supporting Starbucks for any reason, shape, or form. Shouldn't even say that because I did. My wife bought that. It's a white chocolate mocha. If you ever know me and you see me, white chocolate mochas will get me going. I'm a sweet kind of guy. I like chocolate. I don't like cake at all, and I don't like cupcakes. I like pastries, and I like chocolate. That's my thing, you know. And I'm not a huge fan of dark chocolate like most, you know. Kono banging on him for 40% gain still. Altcoins still banging on him to the upside. I got 3 alts you might want to look at. We're going to talk about that in a second. Also, I'm going to break down what happened to Bitcoin, why it's dumping, what's going on. If you didn't understand, most of my subscribers get it, but a lot of people are busy. They don't get to read, and they don't know exactly what's happening in the world. So let me help break it down for you and show you what's going down. All right, let me help break it down. What happened to Bitcoin? So once we're done doing Bitcoin, we're going to talk about what happened to Bitcoin. We're going to break it down. 243 people on the live, 144 likes. Can I get 100 more likes, please? Greatly appreciated. It helps my young kids because when they see their daddy shine, so help my young daughter be happy. And yes, I did throw my kids in there. I got 2 kids. All right, I'm not like that. I'm not Crypto Jeb. You know what I'm saying? I got kids. You know, I love Crypto Jeb, but I'm just saying I'm not a 25-year-old kid running by the seat of my pants. I got a wife and kids. Okay, moving forward. Check out D3 Protocol for a hedge. D3 Protocol for a hedge. Shout out to Crypto Baker in the house. D3 Protocol for a hedge. Interesting. Let's take a look at D3 Protocol for a hedge. We'll paste it in here. We'll look at it in a second. D3 Protocol. Thank you for doing that. So we suggested that Bitcoin also high on the stochastics RSI. Whenever you get away from the 21 and the stochastics RSI are above the dotted line, it would behoove you to be taking some profitos. You know, 168 lifer likes. Thank you. Just one click each truly helps the lifer community. Hey, Crypto Jeb has a wife now. That's awesome for him, actually. That's pretty cool, man. Shout out to Crypto Jeb for getting married, dude. Best thing he could ever done with his life. Getting married was the greatest thing for me, honestly. I was a lost soul until I got my wife. She set me straight. I was definitely a roaming lion without my wife. Let's take a look at this. Bitcoin on the daily now did exactly as we suggested it would. It would come down because it was far away from the what? The 21-day moving average. We go over this every day on the live. We talk about it, and it happens on every time frame. If it gets away from the 21 on the 1 hour, look, it's going to snap back, snap back, snap back, snap back. You see, every time it makes space from this white line, it's going to come back to it. Okay? Uncanny abilities. You're going to learn this if you join my trading group, and you're going to become very proficient at trading with the 21-day moving average. This is what I teach every single day. It's true on all time frames. I'm confused. I thought you said it was going up in the stocks. I did not say. I never see. That's the thing about me. I never say where the price is going. So you could never say that I said it was going up or down because I never say where the price is going ever because I don't know where the price is going. I say it every single day on this live stream that I do not know where Bitcoin's going to go. I truly believe in the long term. Yeah, Scotty Swing, love Keep Hearing, you're the man, dude. Yeah, he had left an indelible mark on my life. I went to a young filmmakers organization when I was 14, and I started making films at the Institute of Contemporary Art here in Boston. And one of the first documentaries I ever saw was Keith Haring documentary about his life. Changed the way I thought about art and changed the way I wanted to be an artist for the rest of my life. I still am an artist, even though I'm drawing these shapes in these shapes. But there's so many dimensions to Samuel James Price. We know nothing, peeps. Yeah, that shirt is really cool. Thank you. Appreciate it. I love Keith Haring, man. He's the man, dude. He's the man. I bought this yesterday. It was at Unique Low. Kind of corny, but, you know. When I saw the Keith Haring designs, I was drawn. My wife was like, really? I was like, yeah, why not? So look, actually, what I see here, I'm trying to make it a flag, but you know what it is? It's the flag that broke to the downside, honestly. See that? It's really how we have to look at it. I'm trying to swing it into a falling wedge, but it just... I mean, the only way we could do that is if it broke out of the falling wedge to the upside and broke back in. It has to be clean. See that? Now that's a clean falling wedge. See? And you'll learn how to do this as you go, you know. September 21st, 2021, exact price, Head and Shoulders pattern, 50% run. Check it. Tell me what you think, lifer. September 21st, exact price. Head and shoulders pattern, 50% run. You mean 2022? I'm confused because you said the 21st. I don't know. That's already it's been passed, right? September 21st of 21. Anyway, the daily is oversold. Highly likely we do get a bounce coming, but I've seen two scenarios here. All right. I've seen a bounce, and I've also seen just, treasury and just continue that to the downside. Okay. I feel the lowest we could go is here or here, though, depending. If we do decide to do that, make a giant double bottom or retest these same areas again. Okay. But remember, daily has a low higher low with a double bottom, and another higher low there. And we're very low on the stochastics, suggesting that we will end up putting in a higher low. I drew this pyramid last night, and I saw it for the first time. This diamond, I call it the pyramid, funny. This triangle here. And I'm suggesting that this is what we're seeing. And we could make it to the bottom of the pattern. We might actually have to come all the way down here to the bottom of this pattern, right? So we may make a higher low at 40,250. There's a chance. No worries. Honestly, alts are just still trading pretty well. Look, with Kono up 40%, Parsec up 16%, Haven up 7.2%, Solve up 11, Trias up 7. We still got some gainers, actually. Let me reassess this because there's even more gainers here because I'm seeing them kind of falling through. Yeah, Kono up 40. We got this new coin, Go Me Too. And remember that. Isn't that the old, isn't Go Me Too? Isn't that the GoFundMe? Isn't that it might, I think it's the GoFundMe, like the Go. I could be wrong, but there's like a Bitcoin fund me, cryptocurrency GoFundMe kind of thing going on. That's what I'm looking at there. AGIX for 12%. And Vulcan Forge back up 10%. PolX, coins that we've been playing and looking at, showing signs of life here. Terra up, Vid up, RMRK, Trios, DAPX, Ava. Remember Ava Lunch? I always talk about because it reminds me of Ava Lunch. And I always talk about eating lunch, and I want to eat some lunch right now. I just like the word lunch. Makes me want to eat some lunch, Who wants lunch right now? I want lunch. What time is it? It's only 10:45. I want lunch. I want them right, and I want it now. I want a Havarti cheese with springs on a multi-grain ciabatta bread. We will never, ever tell you what to buy, peeps. Super chat, D3 protocol for a hedge. DOGE in GALA. Brycene Gonzalez, September 21st. Is the same thing happen for Bitcoin? Interesting. Same thing happened back on September 21st. So let's look back here on September 21st right here. Didn't we have a crash on September 21st? Right there. Oh, and you think we're just doing this kind of thing going on? Yeah, it's possible. I mean, we got away from the 21. We had to come back. We reset. We bounced off the 200. However, moving average is getting very tight. Price action back below the 200-day moving average. Also, the 4-hour. Bear markets begin when the price action goes below the 200 on the 4-hour time frame. That's the beginning of bear markets. Okay? Right there, we went below the 200-day moving average on the 4-hour time frame. That was the beginning of a bear market. Bad times, it was tough times. Very tough times. We got above it here. Great. We got below it, no good. We got above it, great. We got below it, we played. I thought, I hoped that would be the last time we would tango with the 200. And here we are again, falling below the 200-day moving average. If we stay below it, we will go bearish. I'm telling everyone. It's a very easy way to know what's going to happen in the market. And we stay below the 200-day moving average of the 4-hour. Eventually, the daily will catch up, and we'll stay below it on bigger time frames, and the whole thing will collapse. So we must get back above this 200 and stay above it. The 4-hour stochastic suggests we will because it's pushing price to the upside. As well, look at this. I'll show it on another time frame, but we'll break down divergence in a second. You will get nothing and like it. What do you think? You Havarti grows on a tree? We have Velveeta at home. I know, right? Love you, C-Maz. Love that tough love, man. Love that tough love. Down with gluten. Hello, Mr. Lifer. Bless you. Shout out to Bangkok, baby. My man. Bless you, my man. Someone say lunch. Oh, Rodney eats 10 lunches a day. The guy can't stop eating lunch. He thinks lunch is he thinks it's always, it's when it's not lunch. To him, it's lunch, and then life is when it's not lunch. Like we live life, and then we eat lunch. Like he eats life, and then he has lunch. No, he eats lunch, and then he has life. Yeah, he does life between lunch. You know, we do lunch between life. Rodney does life between lunch. Funny when you're down and out a little bit, like my energy's a little different today, but it's interesting to play with that energy, you know? Balance, you're banging on him. Yeah, bow, baby, bow. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. Someone bring me some pizza wedges and ice beer. My man. Even though I gave up drinking alcohol, but hey, to each his own, whatever makes everybody happy. Lunch, love, and life. My man. Shout out to Rodney Robinson. What's everybody's favorite lunch? What's your favorite food? Who can guess my favorite food? If you can guess my favorite food, I'll do, you know, I don't want to say the words because, you know, but I will present somebody with BTC, you know, $50. So if someone can guess my favorite food, and we're going to put a countdown in the next 5 minutes. In the next 5 minutes, if someone can guess my favorite food in the next 5 minutes, we'll do a 5-minute countdown. Someone can guess my favorite food in the next 5 minutes. Okay. There it is. There's the countdown. That's going to go down now. In the next 5 minutes, if someone can guess the favorite food, $50. 50 beans. 50 beans. Let's have some fun today. Let's break it down. Let's make the excitement. Whoa. It's coming fast. I already saw it. Someone put it down already. Someone got it already. I saw it already. I can't believe it. How did someone know it's lasagna? How did somebody know? The first guess was, did I tell someone this already? How did you guys know it was lasagna? Babe, did you tell them my favorite food? Someone remembered. Someone must remembered. Dude, Sean Black, how do you know my favorite food was lasagna? Look, eggs and sausage, tacos, pasta, lemons, pizza for the lifer, grass-fed filet, pasta, pizza for the lifer. I believe it's Sean Black with lasagna. I mean, how the heck he did it in literally under 30 seconds. I thought this would have been a lot funner and would have taken a lot longer. We could have got the chat running up. Sean Black, man. He wins it with lasagna. I can't believe it. Real G's move in silence like lasagna. Anyway, real G's move in silence like gnome. You know, but that's what it is. Hey. Meatloaf, chicken parm. And it was the first person, no double downs. I did see another lasagna. Chicken, New York pizza, tacos and pizza, the lobster, curry, meatball sub. I do like meatball subs. I'm an easy one. Chase M. Bomber, he had lasagna. Interesting. Lemons, Italian. That's what it is. How did you know, though, Sean? Sean, you got to tell us. What made you say lasagna so fast? How did you get it? Did I say it before in the live, and did you write it down? Do people know my favorite food? This is insanity. This is absolute insanity. How did you know? You got to tell us how you knew it was lasagna that fast. I'm just completely flabbergasted here. 197 likes. Can we get the likes up to the watchers? It's really gnocchi. Y'all just don't know. I actually do love gnocchi. It's amazing. If it's made right, gnocchi can just be, oh my. I love Italian food. Who doesn't like Italian food? You eat lemons more than lasagna. You told us a while back, bro. Cryptocurrency needs high volume. When you do the New York accent, you say he ate the whole lasagna. He ate the whole lasagna over here. He made a lasagna. I said lasagna yesterday on the live. You said lasagna a long time ago. You must have forgot. Super Chat, D3 Protocol, DOGE, GALA, UPO, and Tara. Sean, where are you, Sean? There he is. God told me, LOL. He said, God told me, man. Hey, did you remember I said that, or did you just spew it off? I just want to know. It's interesting. I like to find these happenstance movements here. Anyway, 43,400. Can we get this bounce? Can Bitcoin hold this support? Look, previous resistance right here. Right there was resistance. Right there was resistance. Okay, right there was resistance. So we've and right there was a little resistance. A little bit of chop there. So we've tussled with the 43,400 area before. Can we bounce? We did. So far, we bounced off 43,000 even, really. We got as low in a wick to 42,770. We did go into the 42s. 4 hours suggest we get a push to the upside. So what I'm suggesting clean here. This is the Coinbase chart. Yeah, so what I'm suggesting clean. Number one, we got two things brewing. We got swing down to swing down. But we got a flat, like kind of swing flat here. And that is bullish divergence. Okay. That could send us back to the upside. So that's some bullish divergence there. All right. We're also, as I showed you before, a bit of an SR flip as we're at resistance, a little bit of resistance, and we're bouncing. So we're bouncing off a previous resistance area. However, we just broke right through one easily. Resistance. We did not get the support needed. All right. It was a shallow M. If I show you what an M is, look, this is an M, 1M. It's a McDonald's M. We swing this to here. It's about kind of what the measured move got. It could have went a little lower to 41,500. Okay. We still may get there. All right. 4 hours bouncing for us. The daily's getting oversold. The 1 hour is what we have to contend on. And it's pointing to the downside, and it's showing signs of a drop to the downside. And right now it's breaking. Pretty nice short probably brewing here as this breaks. Look, see that? The measured move could be the whole length. Literally, like, this is conservative as this length. And that would bring us back to 42,400. Okay. And the extreme measured move, which a lot of times I play the extremes, you know, because I'm an extremist. I go all in or I don't. 41,200. So these are our two areas, two measured moves here. Measured move 1 and measured move 2. I call it MM1, measured move 1. And then what we can do is we can right click and we can clone that, swing this down, double click it, and just hit the 2. You know, they say how to make the job the fastest. Give it to the laziest guy in the room. He will do it the fastest. So now we're seeing this. What are we going to do? We're going to slip into a short here. A lot of shorts are going to move. Okay. We're still going to look at what we need to look at. Look at Mirror Protocol, actually, defying the odds for Bitcoin. It actually wants to push to the upside. Look at the 1 hour swinging up on Mirror, and it's trying to break out. It is above trend line. We're going to get into the alts for a whole hour. Don't worry. We're just assessing the market right now to make sure we're seeing. What we do is for the first hour of this live stream, if you come here, I assess the market. I assess Bitcoin. I assess the total market cap of all of cryptocurrency. I assess the total 3, which is the total market cap of crypto without Ethereum and Bitcoin. We then look at the dollar index. We look at Bitcoin dominance, and we look at U.S. Tether dominance. We also look at gold. We also look at the Dow Jones Industrial. You can look at the S&P. However, I think they're all correlated at this point. It doesn't matter. I got Dow futures up at all times. They're down 208, and now you don't need Dow futures. I just have them up until Dow opens. It gives us a little bit of insight into what's happening in the markets. Okay, that's what we do usually from 10 to 11. We sprinkle in some alts, and then from 11 to 12, it's all alts, bang, 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 and it's just like super chats flying around, and it's like, yeah, and then we have a lot of fun. That is basically how the show works, okay? So the first hour is really what you want to look at because you get the entire world market kind of presented to you, and you get the environment of the market. And honestly, it's going to affect everybody's trade. It's going to see how many altcoins are going to hit that day. So it's going to say if you threw a dart, what are the odds that you're going to win? And like yesterday, there wasn't as many alts winning as the day before, and we assess that for you. So we basically give you a number on the market. Like the market's this today. And you can figure it out on your own just by what we go over, and again, and it's not financial advice. You got to figure out all this stuff on your own, but we present a lot of data to you in a fast amount of time so you can assess the markets on your own. And that's what this show's about. It's about presenting you the information you need. Most people are new to crypto. They do not know they need to look at Bitcoin dominance. I was in crypto for 2 to 3 years before I knew I needed to look at Bitcoin dominance. Okay, these things take time. So you're learning a beautiful education in crypto if you come to the live stream every day. Just by watching what I'm doing, just by watching what we're going over every day, you're learning a beautiful education in cryptocurrency. You're learning how to short and long the market. Okay, we make money no matter which way the market goes. All right, let's take a look at this Bitcoin short here, BTC 3S. And I don't use leverage. I'm anti-leverage, anti-margin. But look, this thing looks like it's about to boom. Look at this. That looks like a beautiful trade. Am I wrong? A real nice one too. Like Bitcoin short to the upside. We look at the 15-minute first. We do not enter when the 15-minute is overbought. Highly likely. You know what though? There's momentum there and it's breaking trend. This is interesting. See that? This is how you make money when Bitcoin dumps. Okay? You trade against the trend bullishly with the 3S token on KuCoin. All right? You trade against the trend bullishly on KuCoin. And anything is possible. This could get reversed. There's no guarantee. But right now, we're starting to see a drop. Bitcoin just broke support again. Highly likely it does start to make a drop. And I don't like to short Bitcoin. I'm a long-term holder of Bitcoin. I want to make it really clear. I buy Bitcoin almost every other day on this channel, 500 at a time. Yesterday, I bought $600 worth of Bitcoin. I'm always adding to Bitcoin on the red days. When Bitcoin's red and it's looking nasty and it's iffy and it's gross, I'm buying Bitcoin. I use another tool here that I'm going to teach you. Most of you may know if you watch my stream every day, but we use the Crypto Fear and Greed Index, and we take a look at this. This gives us a lot of insight into what's happening in the market. Look, 34. I want to only buy Bitcoin when we get into the shaded area. This is where I like to buy a lot of my Bitcoins, in the shaded area. Once we got up here, I got depressed. I remember when I was on BitBoy last week, I was like, man, I got sad. First time I got really sad, and I was like, wow. I was like, because, you know, we were back at like 48 or 50, and I was like, oh man, look, last week we got to 52 into the neutral zone. That's when I can't buy Bitcoin anymore because the price is too high. I mean, I still do it. I still dollar cost average because I'm going to hold for 10 years, but the point of the story is buying Bitcoin in the fear and greed down in here is the best thing you could be doing. That's what I do. I'm not a financial advisor. You got to do whatever makes you happy. So I shouldn't say it's the best thing it's the best thing for me. It's been a great thing for me. So whether it be a great thing for you, that'll be up to you to decide and you to find out on your own. We're not financial advisors. We do not tell you what to buy or sell here for any single reason. I'm just a man who goes over charts and draws fun shapes every single day. I entertain you with my jokes, and I try to show you my life in a nutshell every single day. And if you want to ride with me, you can throw me $100 and learn everything that I know. And if you make money from that knowledge, then you were educated, weren't you? So I'm here to educate, and if I can educate you in crypto and give you the information that I have, hey, jump on in. So I sell my brain to you every day. If you want it, it's here for you. That's really what it is in a nutshell. All right. My hyperactive, obsessive, compulsive, insane brain. You know. Look at this though. Shoulder, inverted head and shoulder forming here on Bitcoin on the 15-minute on the short. Suggesting we may ride, baby. We may ride. 15-minute may just pump out of this. Then it may reassess somewhere else. I'm liking the short right now. It's looking scrumptious. I would have liked to have got in down there. That was your entry at 71.59. I'll have to be honest. This is on KuCoin. You can trade it on KuCoin. I think there's some other places you can trade these. BTC down is another place you could trade it on BolsaDex. BolsaDex has BTC down. If you just don't want to trade KuCoin, you can trade BTC down on BolsaDex. Okay? See how this is messy on the 1 hour? When we zoom in, you can't really see the inverted head and shoulder now. You see it on a smaller time frame. And sometimes you have to zoom into smaller time frames to reassess the situation. But this suggests we're going to get a huge push to the upside. However, the short is, look at this. The short is overbought on the 4 hour. So if you take that 1 hour trade, know that you're hoping to get a flip here on the 4 hour, then a dump. You're just trading this move here, which will be the move on the 4 hour and the move on the 1 hour. Anything could happen. This could come up, come down. Bitcoin could do amazing things. Anything could happen. All trading is, and using these oscillators, is the probability. When the stochastics are low, there's a higher probability we're going to win the trade. And you can learn this yourself. Look, and I do this all the time in the live. Let's just say we longed the last time we were below this dotted line and curving up right here. We would have gotten in somewhere in the zone. And look at a shoulder, a head, and a shoulder. Same thing was going on. Inverted head and shoulder. Bam, we would have made nice gains. Really nice gains. Okay? What if we bought right there and got in maybe on this area or maybe even on this little dip there? Bang. To the upside, right? What if we bought like right down in here? Or into any two of these dips? That dip and that dip, bit of a double bottom there, and bang, move to the upside. What if we bought right there? Not below the dotted line, but a curve up on the Stokes. What if we bought down there? Bang. We're starting to see a pattern of buying low Stokes in the 1 hour seems to pay off pretty well. If we do it all the time, over time, we should win. It doesn't mean we're going to win every time, but it means over time we will win. This is the problem a lot of people have, is they basically... they do one trade and it doesn't go well and they think I don't do that anymore. You have to put time into the market. It has to be multiple trades to assess your probability rate. You can't get probability rate without becoming... Most people don't learn trading enough to even find out what their probability is. They just keep losing. They do the wrong thing. It's emotional. They're all over the place and then they're out of the market. It's pretty simple. It happens to a lot of people. It can happen to you more than once. It takes a while for you to really get yourself doing the right thing, And I removed it, and now I'm going to hide them too as well. and put him on timeout. I tend not to report because I just don't want to make a big stink out of it. But thank you, Chase. Appreciate it. Sniped him. You got to snipe him. You got to snipe him fast. I'm always watching. Shout out to everybody here. 300 people on the live stream. My old crew coming back on that regular time, 11. Ever since I had to move, I lost those European people and those West Coast people. They jump in on 11. What do I have to move my time to 11? Everybody, do I move the time to 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time? Because more people jump on every time at 11. I don't know, though. Bad bots. Understanding the law of large numbers and the law of averages is really key in trading. Yes, it is, Paul V. It's so important. Girls and boys, oh my. Sniped him. Yeah, this dude's remove. I don't want to see it in the chat, though. I don't even want to see it. Zill overbought on the 1 hour and 4 hour SRSI, waiting for the 15-minute reset for a larger short position. Interesting. What he just said, another inverted head and shoulders on the Bitcoin 3S. Wait, he just said another inverted, yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's right there. Ooh. Dragging my undies out of there. That's what it looked like, right? Look at this. So, it's like a wedge. But look, inverted head and shoulder here. Bitcoin 3S. Looking beautiful. I would wait for the 15-minute to reset. Even if it bumps up. Watch. What you're going to do is you might miss. It's going to be boom. You're going to miss this initial boom. It's going to break this resistance. Or have issues there. Or have issues right here. Then it probably should low, come back down, touch the 21. Either form a falling wedge or a flag. And then bang. And then the 15-minute will get low. And then bang. You nail that short. That's the safest way to do it. Or you can go gung-ho right now and jump on in. And hope that you get the push up here, even though you're buying high stokes in the 15-minute. You see? I would buy high stokes in the 15-minute, but then I know I'm just pushing the risk. So this is just the options that the stochastics RSIs present to you, all right? And then you also know you're fighting the 4 hour, and you need the 4 hour to flip on you back to the upside if you want this trade to go through, okay? You are getting a green candle there on the 4 hour now, all right? And you know you're getting high on the daily, but that doesn't mean you still can't go up a little bit more. There is some momentum there. Waiting in the weeds. So do I open the short? Am I going to short Bitcoin right now? You know what? What I do in this situation is I juxtapose, like someone said just earlier, Phantom 3S is a great play. ADA 3S is a great play. Look at the Phantom short. It just banged on him. Look at that. And this thing looks like it's going to do damage. In the last hour, it's up pretty nice. Look at this. Up 7%. So my crew knows how to make money no matter what. If you join my trading group, someone's going to put you on to the 3S and 3L tokens. If not me, I will put you on. But if, I might be asleep when you join at 1 a.m. and someone will show you the way. Now, look at this thing. This thing is moving. This thing is moving. This is how you make money no matter what the market's doing. Very simple. And they gave us enough instruments and they made it really nice because they want to make a lot of money on the trading fees. So they made it convenient to short the market. And I love it because it helps beginners learn how to short. Within a couple weeks, you're short in the market because you can trade the way I teach you bullishly, and then you can trade the short signals bullishly, and it's beautiful. So you don't have to rethink your brain. You don't have to reverse what you learn. You can take exactly what you learn and short the market with it. Look, there's a shoulder head and a shoulder there too. It's gonna look just like the Bitcoin 3S. You see what I'm saying? And you'll make even more. See, this is 25%. If we put Bitcoin 3S here on the side, giving you gold right now. This is gold inside. To me, it's like obvious stuff that I've known for a long time, but I forget it's things that not everybody knows, right? Not everybody knows this stuff. I didn't know this stuff when I started. I didn't know that you could do 3S and 3Ls and all this other nonsense. No one told me that. So that's your move there for BTC. That's only going to give you like 7 or 8%. That's going to give you 25 and about the same exact move, okay? And they're identical. They're both high on the 15-minute, you see? They're both low on the 1 hour. Okay. And so they're both, this one's a little ahead of itself. As you can see, it's moved up a little quicker than the Bitcoin one has. Okay. And there's no guarantee. We could get rejected here. This could make a shoulder, a head. This could make a right shoulder and dump. There's no guarantee any of this is going to happen. There's a probability that it may happen, right? You're getting a MACD about to cross there. You're seeing some signs. Falling volume with falling price suggests that I will get a reversal to the upside. And this is what I teach. This is what I talk about. 50-day just crossed the 200 on the 1 hour. Not a big deal, but it is a golden cross. That suggests we could get a push to the upside for Phantom 3L. Phantom 3S. Shorting Phantom hurts me so bad. It's one of my long-term positions. I absolutely love it. But that's okay with me. I can have a long-term Phantom position. And thank God I installed that NVIDIA graphics driver. Thank you so much, NVIDIA. Got that done in a spiffy. But that's why I was late today. So sorry, everybody. I literally hit the go live button all the way down to the last button. And then finally it was like, oh, you know, you have a driver that needs updating. And I'm like, really? So look, this is resistance. Watch for Phantom to break through this resistance. Once it does, Phantom 3S, once it does, look for it to maybe come back up and bounce. And then that's going to be a nice golden 25% gain right there. So we're going to be looking closely at Phantom 3S for a move just till it gets high on the 1 hour. And then we close the trade, right? No, we don't chase too long. I even put alerts up here on the stochastics RSI. When the alert hit, that's when I look to assess if I want to get out of the trade or not. So Phantom 3L, Bitcoin 3S, Phantom 3S. Sorry, I keep saying 3L. I'm sick. My mind's a little off the last couple of days. It really has been, though, honestly. I have to be dead honest with everybody. No, I can't say that because I've been on point with the charts. But it just, you know, with the old me, the intensity me that's like on the live stream every day, bang, 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 bang. Like, I just, you know, I'm not at 590,000 miles an hour like I normally am. I'm at like 180 mile an hour right now. I'm still faster than most, but it's not like I used to be. I'm an old man now. It's not like I used to be. But these are the trades that I'm looking at for the day. Shorting Phantom and shorting Bitcoin, and they may not happen at all. Nothing is guaranteed here. But this is what I'm looking at for the day, right? Or the afternoon. You know, this is the afternoon ideals. And you want to assess the risk-reward ratio. And you could just be right there at 8.9. Like, breaks back into the pattern. It negates everything that was going on. So if it gets back into this top trend line, I mean, it's all good. So, yep. Now, Phantom 3S would be my preferred chart, but I keep the Bitcoin pair next to it because I got to watch them closely in tandem. All right. And the 7-minute is actually going to be a good chart, too, to watch to see what we're doing here. Highly likely we're going to get rejected by this point and come down for a retest. It's looking like this is going to happen on the 7-minute because we're curving back down, you know. The stochastics on smaller time frames will really help you assess whether a support or resistance is holding or breaking or showing sign or actually confirming the resistance. Like right now, the resistance is being confirmed based on the idea that the 7-minute got this high in the Stokes. If the 7-minute were down here, I'd be like, oh, we're highly likely going to break through resistance. You see? Like right here, we were this low and the 7-minute was coming up, coming up, coming up, coming up. It had that, then it came down. When it came down these second few times, and then it got above the resistance. So this is telling me over my time with the 7-minute and the stochastics, playing with the stochastics for years will teach you so much. Over time, you just become well seasoned at the stochastics RSI, you know? I want to make sure I'm not in some replay mode right now because it looks like I may be, right? Get out of the replay. There we go. All right. That's scary. Sometimes you go back and replay, do a whole show in replay mode. Everyone's like, dude, price wasn't even there, man. I've done it all. Things you haven't even thought about. It's happened. Let's look at Kono banging on them to the upside, and they were actually all over it on my trading group. I suggested it may push here. It did break that resistance, but once it double bottomed, that's your goal. That's your key. Also, what were we doing? We double bottomed the stochastics RSI. Tell you, if you're in my trading group, all you have to know is how to make a wedge, how to make a triangle, how to wait for price action to interact with the 21-day moving average and stochastics to get below the dotted line with the RSI and the MACD. Look at that. All incongruent. All incongruency. MACD crossing. Let's double check the MACD. What do you want to see on the MACD? That's what I teach. This is what people pay $100 every time in the beginner's course. The blue line curving up with the pink showing. Golden, baby, golden. Might be a chance to get out of the trade. Look at that. You're trying to get a bearish curve there. Completely up to the individual what they want to do, but you're at previous resistance now. Why are you at previous resistance? Because look, this is where we had an issue right here. These candles, this candle wick to it, this candle stop. We bounced right there. So that's your next zone. And it's not always a line, it's a zone. Something like this of this nature, see? And that's why I like to take profits when I'm high in the stochastics and I hit resistance, okay? Kono, there's still going to be money to be made today, everybody. We're still going to find the money in the market. That's what the beautiful thing about it is. We're going to find a short on Phantom. We're going to find, there is always, you just got, because the market moves, and you just got to change the way you look at it. And there's always an opportunity. That's what the funny, most beautiful thing about it is. We're going to look at BTC pairs. There's a BTC pair out there that's calling your name. You never know. You know what I'm saying? So I look at the situation, I rework my vision of it, and I use it to my advantage. Let's take a look at RMRK. Why? It broke out, bounced twice here, and now it's at resistance again, coming back down on the 1 hour, but remember that 4 hours ready to go. How about that daily? Daily still needs to come on down. You might even just, but you know what could curve with that 4? I like what that 4 hours doing. It's rounding, and like, it's been showing signs of life. It did just get a kind of a bearish, try to get bearish on that 4 hour now. Interesting enough. You definitely have a support zone going on right here. That's what you know you got going on. Okay? You got this zone that you're respecting. Bouncing 3 times. Bit of a triple bottom almost at that point. Okay? You got the falling wedge that you broke out of. You're trying to mirror it with that red candle. Let's see what's going on the smaller time frame. Interesting. Bit of an M pattern trying to dump here. But again, you're at a smaller support and resistance flow here. Don't want to see it break that. If it breaks that, it can get even lower. That's kind of the line in the sand for me. Really messy pattern there, that M. But it's an M pattern that did break to the downside. Exactly as it was supposed to, you know. Why do they keep doing that, man? Let's take a look at BTC. Yeah, I mean, everyone's like, Bitcoin crashing. I'm like, I just showed you a Bitcoin short. Like, we're making money here. We're not worried about Bitcoin crashing. We're making money on the short. Short's pumping. See? We just suggested a short, this Bitcoin or to short the Phantom 3S. This is it. I mean, everyone's like, Bitcoin's crashing. Of course it's crashing. We just told you it was going to crash. That's why we're looking at a short, right? Don't, you know, and we showed you the inverted head and shoulder on the short. Highly likely to play out. This is how you trade the markets, all right? Look at this. Bang, bang, bang. If you come to my channel, you're going to either see me shorting or longing on any given day. If you see me shorting, highly likely that I'm doing the right thing. Why? Because I watch this market like a hawk every single day. It's very rare. When's the last time I shorted Bitcoin? It's been a couple weeks, right? Why? Because Bitcoin was in an uptrend on the daily. We were trading alts like you read about. Now, today, do you see me going over 1,000 alts? Am I posting out 1,000 alts, bang, bang, bang in my Discord? No. You got to take advantage of the hot times. When I'm posting a lot of charts, it means there's a lot of charts to get into. When I'm not posting a lot of charts, it means the market is not ripe, okay? Got to take advantage, and that's why you got to learn this stuff, because there's going to be times to make money and times not to make money. Times to sometimes just sit, sometimes just sitting and watching the market. However, you do have to watch the market. If you sit, doesn't mean you're not doing anything. Observing is part of trading. Some days you have to just simply observe the market. So look, we're breaking out of an ascending triangle. However, like I told you, the 15-minute is extremely oversold, overbought. It's likely that I just said we were going to get a pump, then watch this go sideways and wait. Bitcoin won't go down anymore for now, okay? I'm calling it on you, because if the short can't go up anymore, Bitcoin can't go down anymore, okay? I'm telling you right now, like, see? Bitcoin now, yeah. 3 tokens are anticipatory. 3x tokens are anticipatory. So if you're watching Bitcoin rally and then it crests at the top, everyone in the token already sold the top before it crested. I don't know, man. You'd have to see. I don't say things like that unless I've back tested it for like a long time. Like, even if I think it's right, I triple check it, you know. I assure you 7 days confirmed, and I'll pay you what's going on here, Dustin? What are you saying here? Dustin's helping someone else out again, as usual. Shout out to everybody here on the live. 254 people on the live with the likes. 321. Can we get the likes up to the watchers? I would greatly appreciate it. Dude, I triple checked it with thousands of dollars of losses. Yeah, you're funny. Love learning. There's no issues. I just promised him that if he showed up for 7 straight days, I'll pay for his beginner's course. That's so funny, man. We love you, CJ, but maybe just email cryptolifers@gmail for issues like that. Thanks for understanding. Lifer has been under the weather, so we need to be patient. I assure you 7 days confirmed, and I'll pay for you to be in the next available class. Stay positive. Stay consistent. Know your heart what you want, and the universe will reward you. Yeah, you got to know in your heart what you want. See what he just said? 3x tokens are... Okay. So we assessed Bitcoin pretty well. We opened the market. We opened Bitcoin, and we looked at it. It was highly likely it was going to drop on us, right? We showed you there was a bear flag. We went over this, and then once we saw Bitcoin was pretty bearish, I showed two charts that are highly likely to break out due to Bitcoin's bearishness. So we all went over how to make money when Bitcoin's dumping, okay? Nice and easily. So we know how to pivot no matter what the market's doing, okay? So it doesn't matter what the market's doing, we can pivot. This channel will teach you how to pivot. On the move, on the go, on the ready. Things happen on this channel as they're happening. You see my mind working. We're like, okay, how do we figure it out? Where do we go? What are we going to do? Okay? A lot of other channels are more anticipatory, or they're more like they're kind of just talking, or they're recorded videos and they don't really show you what's going down, right? We're trying to show you things in real time because you can only learn trading while it's happening. You got to watch a trader in his motions. What does he do now? How does he switch it up? Oh, because things happen fast in trading. Like, you see it, then you make the move. You know what I'm saying? And if you miss it, it's over. Look at that. That was a move right there. That took it 2 hours to make that nice trade. That trade's over for now. 15 minutes caught, you know? Nice 3% gains in 2 hours, 2.5 hours, right? Now we wait for the stochastics RSI to reset. It's simple as that. And once you know how the Stokes work, you just don't play against them. That tells me that this isn't going to keep going up. This has to reassess, get back down. I have an alert back here. When the alert hits, I'll see what's going down. And maybe I'll jump back into the short. And we talked about this, right? Measured move of the short is a breakout of the pole. And then you need to know your patterns and your measured moves. If you don't know your patterns and your measured moves, you can't make this move here. You can't assess this situation. You can't figure out where you're going to be going, okay? And you can't then project into the future, watch the projection play out, and then use the projection to your advantage. This is the key of trading, being ahead of the trade. Being ahead of the trade. Look, it's turning red now, as assumed. Tweezers are topped, and we're coming down. I would have sold that exact top right there because the stochastics RSI on the 15-minute told me it was a wrap city, okay? I hope you're picking up what I'm putting down. It is gold. You can take it to any market in the world, what I'm teaching you. You can take to any market in the world. I'm not giving calls. I'm not pushing pump and dumps. I'm not talking about buy this or buy that. I am educating you on things you can use in any market in the world at any time. I'm giving you skeletons to apply to price action. Okay? All right. Feeling good today. Feeling better in that teaching mode. You know, Thursday's teaching mode. Thirsty Thursdays. Everybody is thirsty for that knowledge. Okay? Let's take a look at D3 protocol. D3 protocol. The decentralized finance 3.0, staking as a service. I love it already. I'm loving it. They told me exactly what they did in the first 8 words. I love it. I love it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I guess A isn't a word. Thank you for the $5 super chat. Much respect to you and yours, Billy Dickens. Dilly Bickens. Love to see you around, man. Love to see you here. Thank you for coming on in. Let's see how many people on their Twitter follow D3 protocol. 9,930, not too bad. Okay. Mint and earn, and they got their contract address right there. Smart move experience. Give awesome auto compounding yield. Buy DeFi. Stake and sustainably auto compound up to 159%. 1,000 at 140% compounded daily. 12 months will be $4,000. 24 months will be 16. 36 months will be $66,000. That is if the coin doesn't drop by thousands of percent. You know, look at this. KuCoin is trending. KuCoin is trending. KuCoin is trending. That's interesting to me. If KuCoin's trending, we gotta nail that. We should send out a tweet with the KuCoin link. Let me send that to the crew. And you can hire as many people as you want. I'm telling you, when you're the CEO, no one will see everything that you see. You know. So sorry to waste your time with that. Yo, one thing. Right now, KuCoin is trending on Twitter. It would be really good for our team to send a tweet out right now with my KuCoin link and be like, hey, we love trading gems on KuCoin. You know, use the the hashtag KuCoin. It's trending right now on Twitter. It'd be really good if we send a tweet out. All right. D3 Protocol. I'm not tweeting them right now. But follow me at Twitter. I would greatly appreciate it. At CryptoLifer33. We're trying to track 5,000 followers on Twitter. We're on our way, baby. And the Ultimate Fighting Championship will soon pay fighters bonuses in Bitcoin thanks to a partnership with Crypto.com. That's big news. Big news. All right. We're going to talk about why Bitcoin crashed, too. We're going to break it down. All right. And there it is, the stall, just as we suggested. So we know where the market's doing now. Bitcoin stopped dumping for now. We're stalling out. But it doesn't mean there's not another leg to the dump coming. The 1 hour suggests there is. The 1 hour suggests we're just getting started, and there is another leg of this dump coming later on. Once the 15 minutes assesses where it's at and gets ready for its another move. So I am projecting another dump for Bitcoin later on today. Then hopefully that will be the end of the carnage, and we can begin to bounce back up. The 1 hour will be oversold with the 4 hour. Daily could drag down a little more. We want to drag that daily down a little more, get it below that dotted line. This is like meditation to me. When we do it every day, then the breakthroughs begin to happen. I've had so many aha moments and breakthroughs. It's so exciting. Thank you so much. That's awesome. That means you're really grinding, though. You only get the aha moments if you're putting in the mental work, the mental focus. You got to put in the work. So you're riding with me. You're vibrating at a high frequency. You're pulling in that work, you know. Headed to 40K. It's a chance we could be going to 40K for sure. Anything is possible. I'm open-minded. Alex, just message CryptoLivers at Gmail, and you can get him paid in almost any crypto. Yeah, jump on in, man. Pay with cryptocurrency. $270 for 3 months is the running deal right now. It's $1,200 for the year. $1,000 if you pay in cryptocurrency. Okay, $500 for 6 months. $270 if you pay for 3 months. So jump on in for $270 for 3 months. $1,000 in crypto for the year. Jump on in today. You will get so much. We have a weekly screen share every single week that we're doing today. Weekly screen share is today from 6 p.m. to 8:30. Sorry I had to move it. Yesterday, I just did not have the energy to go that hard for the 3 hours at night. I just did not, because I go hard on my live streams. And we put in a lot of effort, and I knew how much effort I was going to put in, and I didn't want to overextend myself last night. So we moved it to today. Okay? So D3 protocol. Let's enter that DApp. 39K is the 3X. Possible, right? 135.72%. The price, DeFi price is 14.4. Market cap, 593,000. That's small, or 5.3 mil. No, wow, that's small. Interesting. That's what it says there too on DeFi. Let me take a look. I want to look at CoinMarketCap as well. I believe we have looked at this one time before. Maybe not as deep as a dive, but it came across my radar one time before. D3 protocol. Let's take a look here at D3 protocol. 1437. Yeah, a tiny market cap. That's insane. What did it just come out? Very interesting. Took a bit of a dump too. It was at 14. Not that bad actually. Let's take a look at here on Dex Screener. Dex Screener is where you look how I copied this contract address. We also, a lot of other places only teach you how to trade TA. We teach you how to do DeFi. Like we teach you how to find contract addresses, how to paste them, how to chart it. We can chart any coin in the game. I don't care if it has a $500,000 market cap or a $10 billion market cap or a $1 trillion market cap. You name it, we can chart it here on this channel. We know where to go. We know the instruments to use. We know how to find that. We know how to use contract addresses. We are proficient in decentralized finance. You will be too if you watch the channel every single day, because there's money to be made in all facets of crypto, not just in trading. There's money to be made in all facets of crypto, and I take advantage of every single thing crypto has to offer. Okay? We are getting tight. This is all I can say. Chance this could break out or break down, you know? Idea that this could be a shoulder, a massive head, and this could be making a kind of a sloppy right shoulder. There's an idea there. No guarantees. And this is bare bones. I mean, this is a brand new coin nobody knows about. Just getting started. Looked like it came out on March 7th. So this thing's not even a month old, or it's just a month old today. Hi. This would be high risk, high reward, and it could be rug pull territory. You got to be very careful with coins like this. Like, this isn't like a low cap on KuCoin, which is still very risky. This is something that could go to zero. Like, it could disappear. Like, you could put your money in it, it could go to zero. Things like this, I put a few $100 in at the very most, if I even touch them at all. I don't think I'm even going to look at this one, or I'm not going to put my money in there. But, you know, something to look at. Maybe a few months from now, it becomes known. Starting to get a bit of a buzz. The decentralized D3. Staking as a service. Interesting. Very small TVL. I'd be very wary. This could rug pull at any moment. I'd be very wary. Look, single stroke 3333, you know. I'd be wary of this. I'd be, you know, I just have to say it out there, you know. I just got to say it. Okay. Can the weekly screen share be moved to Thursday permanently? No. The CEO just spoke. You heard her? Let's look at Doge. Oh, yeah, because that's the double day. Yeah, no way. It can't. Nope. Definitely not. Let's take a look at Doge here on Binance. That's where you want to look at Doge. Okay. So Doge had a nice little bump on that Bitcoin tweet. On that, you know, on the idea that when Elon bought Twitter, it pumped Doge up a little bit. Okay. We'll reassess the situation. I do see Doge eventually making its way back up to the upside. Only a matter of time. Rounded bottoms eventually do pay the bills. It takes time, though. It takes time. Let's take a look at the daily time frame here for Doge. Doge Elon Mars. I like Doge Elon Mars better than Doge. Funny. I eventually cut off these high tops when they're part of the wedge. Just to me, they just like, you know, they don't really ride with the trajectory. So they can be removed, in my humble opinion. That's what I do, though. Other people may not. I don't know. But over time, I found that to be a good idea. I can't believe how nasally I am. It's so whack. I can't wait not to be nasally. To get it out at all times, just keep getting it out. You know, get it out. Do not swallow that stuff. I know, it sounds gross. But I'm telling you, you got to work it. It takes effort. You got to keep a jar, basket, bag, something, and just constantly, I'm done. I'm sorry. But you do. This looks a lot like B-Pro. That could have bottomed there. That could be our bottom for Dogecoin. It really could. I'd like to see it break through this resistance right now. Daily's coming back down pretty swiftly, though. Meaning it's oversold pretty fast. Coming back down here on the 1 hour, but the 4 hours ready to rock too. Honestly, as long as Doge stays above this support zone right here, I believe it could break out of this falling wedge and boom, right? So I actually have a little faith in Doge. It made a higher low right there. Let's see. It just can't break that higher low, right? That means the trend will break. So we don't want to see it go below 1329, really, for Doge. Okay. Let's take a look at GALA. GALA. We did amazing, like 10x on this thing back in October. GALA, back when nobody really knew about it. We found it back here. New coins on KuCoin are fun, aren't they? New coins on KuCoin are fun. We're going to reassess right now. This is where you draw Fibonacci's. This is where a Fibonacci really comes into play. There's different strokes for different moments in trading. This is a Fibonacci moment for sure. Because we're trying to see what levels we're getting rejected by. We're trying to see what's going on. Look, rejected by the what? The 618 fib. Okay? Bouncing where? Below the 786. Where did it hit? It retraced 88%, 88.6%. Look, it hit the 88.6%. That's where you get a normal retracement. You get a huge pump and you retrace 88%. Then you form a bottom, a higher low, and you're ready to go for more. There's a chance that this does keep going. You want to look at it on the weekly chart if you can. If it has any private, it doesn't. Let's go back to the 5-day. You want to, 3 days coming back down. Daily's really low. And honestly, you also see a little bit of, you get this trajectory here. You don't want to break that. It looks like we are breaking this long-term trend. Look, bounce. You don't want to break this. We're going below it right now. See that? That's scary stuff for me, honestly. We could open it up and say no, but that's worrisome because that means you're gonna have to, you're gonna have to deal with that. So look, it's almost like an ascending triangle. They're 50-50. Remember that. I'm just seeing this, and GALA better break itself right back into that lower trend, or it's gonna deal with a bearish retest, and it could dump back down here. and it could maybe do a giant double bottom. We could see GALA back at 16. Struggling, never got above that 706 in the 22 cent area. I remember I traded it, or 29, sorry. 29. I traded it. I got out at like 24. I traded this like little move up there and never looked back again. I've been out ever since. I had more faith. I really like this project. Something's been telling me to stay away from it. I don't understand why. I get these weird trading instincts. I listen to them. You know, I can't. Right now, I'm dollar cost averaging into Naka, not GALA. You think it would be GALA with all the stuff going on? I don't know. Something is, you know. I'm going to trade it. Once it gets good, I'm going to swing trade the heck out of it. I'm just never going to make it a long-term bag. I don't trust a lot of these coins. You know why? Back here, I wanted to long-term hold a lot of these coins, and I was really doing my research, and I was like, this is worth it, this is worth it. And after this demolishment, I'm just like, you know what? Become a millionaire and walk away. Like, pay your taxes, become a millionaire, short-term gains. There's just so much money to be made in such a short amount of time. Who cares about the taxes? Just get paid. I'm just not marrying any of these meta things ever again. I'm just getting my money, buying real estate, getting something that is going to pay me consistently, even if it's less returns. So I'm going to 10, 20x on these alts, buy real estate. That's going to be the rest of my life. And then I'm going to run trading groups, do my YouTube channel, and run Airbnbs and you know, and bounce around all the different properties and have a blast. Like, that's the goal, right? And, you know, I can 10x, 20x. I figured out how to do it. I'll do it again and again. I've done it again and again. And we'll do it again in the group, too, together. So, right now, I'm looking at Wild and Naka as things that can really give me a 10x at least, if the market can stay consistent. And that's why I've only put in 3 500s into Naka. Little by little. You build positions small at a time. You stay humble. Humble traders. Humble trading. You know, I wrote something to the group last night. I began to cry last night. I will be honest with everybody. As I sat and I thought about everything. You know, number one rule in trading is to avoid losing money. The last time I was liquidated was a year ago. Okay? I'm an investor. I work hard for my money, and I look for assets that will extend the length of my money. The key to the trading humble is remembering the night shifts that I worked, the bosses who belittled me. That is why I DCA 500 at a time, because I was broke before, and I never want to be broke again. I had credit debt, and I don't ever want to be in credit debt again. I remember the times where I had very little, and I move my money wisely now. I remember the times where I had very little. Chasing is for the dreamers who don't want to work. Leverage trading is for the birds. It's for the people who think they will get something for nothing. You will learn the hard way. Most do. I do everything I can to get people to avoid leverage trading. To me, it's a gimmick. The Bybit bonus for 4,000 USD, come on. Nothing is free. How could I run my beginner's course and then sell you a Bybit link with honor, integrity? Not me. I just can't do that. They've offered me 50, 60, 80K a month for starters, and I said no way. I know my legacy and my name is worth way more, and every time people sign up for the class, I know I'm on the right path. I don't need fast money. I want honorable living first and foremost. In my family, honor is everything, and I will die with my honor. You know? I grew this business one sub at a time, brick by brick, with my blood, sweat, tears, and with God by my side. I thank you all so much for giving me the opportunity to be here on this live, to teach every day, and to do what makes me feel amazing, the purpose of teaching. When I see one of you helping others, I sometimes shed tears of joy because I cannot believe we created a place for people to learn. And the positive feedback just keeps coming. I woke up this morning to these words. The info I found in this Discord in just a couple of days has answered so many of my questions. Can't wait to keep learning more. Just want to start by saying thank you for what you are doing for the people and how you are doing it. I've been following your stream every day for the past 3 months, and I have recently attended your beginner's trading course and joined your Patreon. I am already making gains. Thanks to you and our great lifer community, your passion, energy, and true want to inspire people to be better and to be better traders is beyond anything awesome anyone else is doing out there. Beyond thankful. Thank you, Crypto Size. I appreciate you. Thank you very much. And this webcam chat is just like, enough. Enough. I'm sorry, but like, enough. Stop harassing my channel. May God get rid of you. God, rid me of these demons. Jesus. Sorry, as I use the Lord's name in vain, but please, like, release me from these horrible people that keep assailing me. Like, stop. Like, get out of here. Like, come on now. Like, can you guys have Big Boy Crypto on your show, Sam? We probably can, yeah. There's a time. I've been on here every day for about a week and a half. One video was all it took. Shout out to Venomous1991, man. You're cut and dry. I love it. And you're not afraid to keep it real. Super chat, UPO, Tara, and SHIB. It's every stream, too. It's not every stream. It started like yesterday. They hadn't been around for a while. Thank you for the 199, man. Appreciate you. Love the show, broski. Thank you. Let's take a look at UPO. So, yeah, GALA's struggling, man. It's, you know, it's got to, look, see, it's breaking this trend line. It's not good. It's not good. Got to get back in there. It's got to get back in there. Bitcoin dumps is going to dump this whole market. You don't get it. It can always get worse. It can always get worse. That's the saddest thing about it. It can always get worse. Alts can always go worse. You know, I love the one saying I love that I don't love it, actually. But the one saying that beginners say, it's like, they're like, oh, I can't go any lower than that. That's the lowest. Oh, my gosh. It can always go lower, man. Look at this. Bitcoin at 50K soon, right? Sailor and Wood just did damage in Miami. Pump incoming. We hopeful. You never know. You never know. Let's take a look at UPO. Up only. And I should have went to Miami, man. Babe, you're holding me back lately. You got to just let me go places. I'm being honest. I'm saying it on the live because, like, if I have an idea, I just got to book a flight and go. I think I might leave tonight. I'm dead serious. Because my birthday is on Saturday, and they're having that big party. There's like a dance party thing, and it's only $100 to get in. It's one event. The other events would have been in $1,000. It's like I don't know. It's crypto. It's like, it's going to be a metaverse thing, you know? Yeah, I'm going to sit there and dance with a bunch of girls while I'm married, and everyone knows that I have a family on my live stream. Come on, man. You know how bad that would be for my channel? Like, I can't do those things anymore. Like, you're protected for the rest of your life because everybody knows that I'm Sam with a family. And everyone knows who I am when I go to those events. And they're going to take pictures of me, and it's never going to happen. And I would never disrespect you like that. And you're making me look bad right now in front of everybody. So you better check yourself when you're talking to your man. Crypto ex-wife or someone just wrote in a strip club. Come on, man. You got... Sam, the family man. I'll meet you in Miami tomorrow. I'll move my trip up 1 month. Man, see, Dustin Calva. Because I don't want to pay for my whole family to take a freaking flight when I'm going there for a day. Spend $2,000 when all I need to spend is like $200. So up only could make some moves here from what it's doing. It's just too early to tell. It's too early to tell. Just came out. Up only. And we were looking at this. It was going to come out. New coins are still coming out on KuCoin. Everybody looking. They did damage this morning, though, in 1 minute. In under 7 minutes, this thing went up hundreds of percent. It's insanity. Look at this. 700%. Make 768% in a minute. Only on KuCoin. Unbelievable. So up only. It could, I mean, this is just a complete gamble. If you take a shot at this and it dumps, it could Bart Simpson down. You could Bart Simpson right to the ground. It is getting high on the 7 minute, and it didn't break a previous high. So what you want is you want this to kind of do something like this, and you want to see this break a high. If it doesn't break a high, it could just kind of just keep coming doing this for a while. This is complete gambling at this point. There's really no support or resistance. I mean, there's a little bit, but this is taking a shot on the unknown kid. Like, this is jumping on a wild horse and seeing if you can ride it. I mean, that's all I can say about UPO. Dude, you should be speaking and teaching there. Go, 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 go. I know. I'll meet you in Miami tomorrow. I'll move my trip up 1 month. That would be crazy, bro. We would have a blast. Lifer, you are being too emotional, bro. Yo, man, when people tell me that, it bugs me out. It bugs me out. You're gone. You're gone. Yep. I use my emotions so much, man. When people say, because I'm an emotional guy, I use all my emotions. You are gone. I can't stand when people say that. Reminds me of Guai. Goes up, higher coin, total scam. Yeah, up only sounds like it might go down only with that name. Hot in Jacksonville, too. My man. LOL, Disney Cruises. Why are you saying that? Never too emotional. See, my man. Super chat, Tara and SHIB. Yeah, you're not a lifer, man. I noticed the machine learning algorithm called this dip days before. I never seen it call such a drastic move so far out. I don't know what it's seen. That's pretty crazy. God sent me Sam's channel one night. Thankful. Shout out to East Jordan, man. You're not the first person to say that. Like, over, 50 different people have told me that they felt like God sent their channel. Like, somehow God, it's like they said they prayed to God, and the next day they saw my channel. I know it's, I'm not even going to say it anymore because it just sounds too crazy. But, crypto lifer being vulnerable is healthy. Emotional, no passionate. Emotional, no passionate, yes. Thank you for great content you create, bro. Anytime, man. Anytime. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Shout out to everybody here on the live. 315 likes, 319 people on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. I'm happy with the people I have. I'm happy with the quality that is on the live. Love you, brother. Shout out to Zero Allegiance for the $10 super chat. Much respect to you and yours. Funny, they shower me with the super chats on the big days. I have to show up on the red days and just get pounded. You know, it's so funny, man. Up only can work with 100% tax if you sell. Right, I know. Lifer, I'm back. Shout out to Crypto Dice Life, my man. Love you, brother. My man, Dice in the house. Get them deep dives, Lifer. Shout out to Crypto Dice, my man. QSP up 18%. I like this show a lot. Your values and personality and great evaluation. Ooh, sorry, I burped there. Brings me back. Hey, man, I hope that Aries, we are emotional creatures. Wouldn't change it for the world. No, we wouldn't change one thing for the world, baby. Red days are the best days when you buy. Always, man. A man without emotion is passionless. There you go. And Kuz, Kootsy Bootsu, yo, my man. In the game. Get to Miami, bro. Follow your gut, always. Yeah, my gut's telling me I got to get to Miami tonight. I got to book a flight for my birthday, April 9th, man. Uma, that's all I want to do is go to Miami for my birthday. Uma TA, if I may. Brick Dorsey, let's take a look at Uma. And we have some other things, too. If you guys could dig up the other super chats that I may have missed, want to make sure we're getting them all in. Tara and SHIB. Let's take a look at Tara and SHIB here. Let's move into Tara. Tara X coin. Honestly, I thought Tara would move. See, out of this flag, it did not. Eventually would dump. It was a nice flag. If Bitcoin didn't do damage, that thing would have moved. It was getting ready. Look at the consolidation. Like, that's the tightest I've ever seen anything. And then dump. But hey, that's why you use a stop loss. A stop loss. Stop loss? Stop loss. Stop loss. A stop loss, right? So let's take a look at the 4 hour is moving. 4 hours moving, suggesting a move. You got this kind of going here. And you got this kind of going there. All right? Almost a descending triangle, but, you know, it did break out. It got tight. It's a messy channel. You could also do this with it. I'm still under the weather, though. It's the only thing I don't want to fly, right? Like, cough on somebody. Then you got to wear the freaking mask. Oh, gosh. I just can't stand it. I'm not in general population a lot. You know, I'm always at home just doing my thing, man. I don't hang out in general pop, you know. So when I go out to the general population, I'm like freaked out. I'm looking around, I'm like, what? I feel like I'm in some type of movie, man. It's crazy. It is weird out there. I'll be honest. Like, I'm like, what happened to everybody? Like, what happened to y'all? Anyway, I'm not going to go any further. So look, the 1 hour is coming to the downside. Wait for that to reset. And that's what we're looking at for Bitcoin. Everything kind of, we're waiting to see how bad this drop's going to be. Is it just going to be a little sideways action, or we're going to take a dump, you know? Bit of a shoulder head that will make a right shoulder. Messy, though. And you see the 200-day moving average moving through the bottom of the pattern. That's usually a catalyst for a move to the upside. Interesting. If the 15 minutes ready to go, it is. That shows it's possibly doing a retest, and you're bouncing off of a support and resistance right there. Interesting. Could even move that up to right there. Yeah, you have previous resistance. It's a zone. It's about a zone right there. Previous resistance. There's your bounce. Tara actually showing signs of life here as it breaks above. So as long as it stays above 0062, I believe Tara can get to the target. All right. All high risk today, though, and all eyes on Bitcoin. But Tara may get to the target. We're watching the 1 hour first with an alert on the 1 hour, but the 4 hour suggests you can pony up to the upside. I think the daily has some momentum. Still pointing down, though. But it's close to the 21. It's not too far away. Suggests that the 4 hour could play. The 4 hour could play. However, you got to wait for this 1 hour to come on down. Wait for this 1 hour to come on down. One other idea is this. Is this idea here that we're still inside. We didn't break out. We could come back down and bounce first with this 1 hour. So now you can reassess which, and everyone's always like, what's right or wrong? I mean, there's no guarantee what's right or wrong. It depends. You trade it, and if it trades right that way, if this bounces, then you traded it right. If it keeps moving down, then maybe it does have a bigger move to the bottom trend line. So then that's why support and resistance is so key. If this support holds, then that is a retest. Okay? 15 minutes suggests we may hold this level. Okay? All eyes on that 1 hour for Tara. Interesting little coin now. Could make a move today. Of all the coins out there, Tara could make a bit of a move. Let's take a look at Shiba Inu. Let's take a look at our baby SHIB. And SHIB was getting tight. Likely it was going to break out. It did break out. I'm going to reassess the pennant here. Okay? I'm going to look at the daily and reassess the pennant. What we are seeing are higher lows coming on an uptrend. I mean, see that? Kind of broke and broke back in, and now it's on the trend again. You can see that, It's getting tight, and it's oversold. And this is a good sign because we didn't want to make lower lows with the daily. And it looks like it's going to make a higher low when this daily recreates. So that's what you want to see. Like, you want this daily to come on down, and you want to make sure that it makes a higher low. As long as the daily resets in the stochastics RSI, okay, and we end up with a higher low, I would long SHIB, okay? That would be the catalyst that this is a symmetrical triangle with a 50-50 chance of a break to the upside. However, you do have more bullishness based on the stochastics being low. This could dump back down, but if it dumps back down, I mean, it's going to basically zero, right? So it could break out either way, 50-50. Usually goes more to the downside straight than when it goes to the upside. It kind of. But this is what we're looking at for SHIB. It's going to take either one of these. The low stochastic suggests that it may, but it could even, if Bitcoin dumps, it's going to dump out of the pattern. Okay? All eyes are on Bitcoin here for SHIB. You're at a line in the sand here. Probability is in your favor. You'll get the pump if you have to go by how many times you're low in the Stokes and you get a move. Okay? But that's all you got to go on. And you got some sketch going on with Bitcoin as well. Okay? No dice, Web. I know. Uma, I didn't know you guys liked that one. Uma, yeah, we play Uma here and there. We know all the coins. It doesn't matter what it is. Let's take a look at Uma. I'm here because of how you show your emotion, bro. Shows how much you care about your people. Again, not a trader, but I know the real deal when I see it. Shout out to Bullish Kenny G. My man. Hey, man, I love you. See, he's like, I'm not even a trader. I just like coming to your show. You know what? I love that because I want to expand. I want eventually to become something bigger than just a technical analyst guy. I want to have a podcast. I want to have a TV show. I want to expand, like a Joe Rogan of sorts, just kind of interviewing people, kind of exploring my world with your world, meshing them together and seeing what we create, seeing what truths we find, just going on a journey and taking everybody with me, a journey of truth, a journey of love, a journey of positive energy, a journey of high vibration, a journey that will benefit everybody that takes it and not hurt people along the way, like most of the journeys that other people are taking. Too many other people's journeys seem to be hurting other people along their way. All eyes on the WEF, So look at this, UMA, USDT, bouncing here off this resistance. See, previous resistance becomes new support. Could UMA stay in this flag and bounce? There's a chance. We call this little bounce. We got it recently. Daily is very oversold. This was a good sign. What Bitcoin did is it just made it ready for more alt season. We don't care what Bitcoin's doing. 5-10 years from now, Bitcoin's going to be up. We know that. Dollar cost averaging in is a good look. So all we have to do is just wait for Bitcoin to just kind of dump. And then when it's ready to spring again, we trade alts. Then it dumps. We do some shorts. We wait for the chop. We trade alts. We don't care. We don't care. As long as Bitcoin goes up and down, that's all we need. And then we can trade alts when Bitcoin goes up. And then we can wait and just rinse and repeat. And then we can short when Bitcoin decides it's at a resistance. We got this market locked down, everybody. We got a way to do it. I've been doing it for a long time. I have a habit of doing it. I've gotten to, like, I know what to do when Bitcoin dumps, and I know how to find the strong coins for the day. Yet the other day, Bitcoin did a nasty dump. We were able to pull gains out of Formation 5. We actually found the coin that ended up making the biggest gains that day on KuCoin. We were in the top 3 gainers yesterday, even though the market was horrible, you know? So, and it comes from us just showing up every single day without taking a day off. The consistency, you can rely on your consistency. That's what the beauty of it is. At one point, you can rely on your consistency. Like, you just know you're going to be consistent, you know? Tom Brady knows he's going to show up and bang on him. He knows he's going to put in the work at practice. You know what I'm saying? He knows, like, he's been consistent for a long, long time, you know? So he can bang on him. He can bang on him, right? Got to get the monthly high or low. Preston Collins, no days off. We need at least one. I'm with you on that. Let's take a look at Bitcoin on the monthly chart. Speaking of the monthly, let's take a Bitcoin on the monthly chart. Binance USD here. What's a good buy? Bybit Perpetual. Binance USD. Kraken's been around a long time for the USD, right? No, not long enough. Long enough. Since, 14. I mean, the monthly got a higher low right there. Low, higher low, and a lot of wickage. I mean, look at the wickage. The wickage tells you buy pressure, buy pressure, buy pressure. Just extreme buy pressure on this monthly chart. Pretty crazy. Something to see there. You see that? Like extreme buy pressure on the monthly chart. As we're still holding that 43,000. And honestly, look at this support line we're holding. And that's why I talked about 43K so much, because this was the weekly area. We break 43K, we could definitely come back to 38 on the weekly. This is what I just said, like the day before this happened. We touched the 21 now on the weekly, which was on the monthly, which is a good sign. Sign that we could eventually come back to the upside now and start our trend. Okay. Trend's still intact as well. Look at this. And the monthly has hidden bullish. I mean, that's technically swing up to swing up, and this is swing down to swing down. It's technically hidden bullish divergence on the monthly chart, and it's even there, you know. Well, that's trying to show you bearish, Debbie. But hey, Lifer, love your technical analysis. Can you do IOTX or VRA, please? Watch you every day. Love you, brother. I bought Charlie Lee's bags. No days off is a bad thing. I love these people. God designed our body to rest 1 day per week. Ignore this, and eventually you will get sick. Hello, and be forced to rest. Soon you will rest. I rest. That's the thing. I may not take a day off, but I rest throughout the days. You know what I'm saying? Like Sunday, I spend a lot of time with my family. You know, Saturday, I spend a lot. I try to, the weekends, I do spend more time with my family than on a regular weekday. I wake up in the morning, I do my beginning things, and then I spend the mornings with my family. If you don't leave the bubble before it pops, you lose everything. Question is, when does it pop? The idea is, to me, to always take profits. That's why you don't care about the bubble at all. Always have a bag that you're swinging. Always be swinging a bag. And always have your own goals in mind. Like, hey, I want to turn this 10 into this 100 grand. And then I don't care what the market's doing, you know? And then you short it. When the bubble pops, we short, Joshua. And we make money on the way down, my friend. We actually want the bubble to pop. It does not matter, all right? In the long term, everything is a bubble. The stock market's a bubble. The world economy is a bubble. Everything eventually is a bubble in basically, if you really look at it. And so what's the bubble that, even if it pops, is the most likely to come back? The Bitcoin. Bitcoin is the strongest bubble in the game, right? You got to swing that stack. You do have to swing that. You're so stupid. You're hilarious, man. Oh, man. You haven't changed a bit, I can see. CJ Baker, keep working at it, bro. The course opened my eyes to a whole new world, my friend. I still need practice, but I'm here slugging it every day. Shout out to Pump, man. I love you saying that. Life is a bubble, right? You got to switch. Are you going to do a show from the middle of the dance floor? You never know, man. You never know. Blow off top, January 2022. Yikes. Where's my football? I'm out. Vamonos Bitcoin. Longing terror from 117. Stop loss now set at 192. Not possible without Lifer. Right, baby price don't matter. Only direction. These are instruments, not objects of affection. You're welcome, love learning. The older I get, the more complicated my bubble gets. Hey, beginner's course every Tuesday, 3 p.m. Eastern Time, last Saturday of every month, 9 a.m. And jump on in, learn TA and the language of the patterns, 2 hours that are life-changing. Email cryptolifers@gmail.com. Yeah, if you want to jump into our beginner's course, it's every Tuesday, Eastern Time, 3 to 5. Email cryptolifers to jump on in. You can pay with cryptocurrency or with PayPal. Bang, bang, bang. Did I miss a super chat here? All right, everybody, let's keep it moving. We were late today, and we didn't get through the show yet. Let's go through the show. We didn't assess the market like we normally do. I was teaching. We were doing some other stuff. It happens every once in a while. Let's take a look at the total market cap of all of cryptocurrency, the total market cap of all of crypto. All right, and let's kind of reassess. Let's see what's going on. All right, we got through the tough times. We're still back. We're still actually really high. This is interesting. Like, it was sad when we were back down at these lows. We fought through them so much throughout the last few months, right? So look, we have our clear resistance line, our support line here. Then we got another line here where we had severe resistance right there, which is like another line of support. These are a little big. They don't need to be that big. Okay? Now you got another one here. All right? And I mean, if this holds, that's beautiful. That's previous resistance. Sad that these didn't hold. Sad that this and this just did nothing. Kind of strange. Sad that this didn't hold. Right? So we broke through the resistance and we weren't able to hold those areas. We double topped clearly right there. A lot of wickets. Look at all the sell pressure. Right? So heavy rejection at $2.1 trillion. Okay? Now, bouncing right there. That's a crucial bounce. We don't hold this area, we're coming back down to 1.8 trillion. We don't hold that, we're coming back down to 1.65. And we're back to that assessment and this whole game again and the nonsense. Right? One thing I do see, though, is this kind of like, see this? We have this diagonal support line holding here. Very crucial we stay above this as well, all right? I've been kind of going at this lately. It looks a lot like this. Look at that. That looks like a very tight, interesting. I haven't made that before. Just recently started playing with this idea. Are we retesting? Simply a support zone. Not too bad. I mean, you pump. You usually retest and you're gone. Let me show you another time that occurred. We blasted out of this giant channel here. I'm going to show you. And it was iffy. Everyone was wondering what was going on. It looks a lot like what we're seeing right now. Okay? We broke out of the channel. We came back down. We broke through these previous support zones that didn't matter. See, look, like we should have held this support. Should have held kind of that support. Didn't matter. But we came back down to this area here and we retested previous resistance. We didn't hit the top trend line, but we bounced. And we ended up getting out on that one. Okay? We ended up getting out on that one. So, this, see total right there? This looks a lot like what we're seeing now. Let's go back into the future now. I didn't think we were going to go over this today. I just let the show keep going, and next thing you know, we find these cool gems. So look, doesn't that look a lot similar? It looks a lot similar. It does. It really does. It looks very similar to this. That bounce there. That breakout. We got rejected. We're coming. And then we were gone after that. Just saying. Low in the daily, too. We're getting very low in the daily. Usually you don't have huge dumpage here, but anything could happen. They could press us. I've seen them do two things. I've seen them press this down like that and collapse us. It could happen. So I want you to know that's a possibility. Just because you're low doesn't mean they can't collapse us. Got a headache, one eye cough. 4 days now. Started Sunday night. I'm usually not sick for more than a couple days. But you know what? It wasn't bad. I'm sure people got way sicker than I did. So, oversold here. Kook. So, oversold on the time. So, we just, at the end of the day, this level must hold. Bulls must hold this level on total. Okay? Extremely important that the bulls hold this level. Extremely. We break this, we're going to start shorting the market. We're going to change our assessment of what we're doing. I'm not going to be DCAing as much. It's going to change my tune for a bit. Once we break back above, then, and again, Watching the 4-hour, 200-day moving average. That's a very, very important thing too as well. Watching that 400, 200-day moving average. That's going to be extremely important, okay? Remember, a lot of people left the market today. We have less viewership because most people can't handle it. If you're with me, you're one of the strong ones. You're mentally tough. You are a survivor. You want to make it. It makes sense that people are going to fall off this week. As Bitcoin drops off, a lot of people didn't discipline themselves and they got rocked, wrecked, and liquidated. All right? If you keep coming back, it means you're still alive in the game. As we keep moving forward, this is for the people that keep focused, keep disciplined, and keep themselves kind of moving, right? So we're going to keep losing people that don't stay disciplined. They're going to get rocked. New people are going to jump on in. They're going to try to get to the system. And then if you don't stay disciplined, this market's going to chew you alive, okay? It's the most vicious market in the world, this crypto trading market, and it's going to eat you alive. If you do not get the proper education, if you do not get disciplined, if you do not learn how to hold back your emotions when trading. I'm an emotional guy. I move strong. When I lift my weights, when I'm in the gym, baby. You know what I'm saying? Like when I put it in, I'm putting it in. Like I'm going hard. Like I'm feeling it. Every time I work with passion. I work with movement. I work with energy. I work with strength, right? Boom, boom, boom. Like when you move, like you don't want to get hit by a freight train. You know what I'm saying? So I move with emotions. I move with power. I move with intention. But when I trade with discipline. I trade with a system, and I keep my emotions on the sidelines, okay? I have them, but I do not use them at the time, all right? Very, very important. That's why my system can help anybody, because I was so emotional. If I didn't make a system, I was going to get wrecked. Completely wrecked. And I stay away from, like, shiny toys, which is like leverage trading and things that get you excited and get your emotions going, because that's made to get you to stop thinking clearly and then repossess your money. Bing! Thank you. They took it right from you. They knew exactly how to do it. They got your whole chemical situation geared up. You thought you were going to, I'm going to 10x, and you start moving that leverage button up. Your heart starts racing. The adrenaline starts flowing. You are, by that, they got you at that point. They have just inserted an addictive chemical into your life, and you don't realize you just got hooked. Like they just hooked you to leverage trading. Like I'm telling you, like you'll get locked into it before you know it, and they'll have you like, you'll be like this. Yo, stay away from it. I'm telling you, because before you know it, it's going to lock you in. You're not going to realize what's happening to you. All right. Long net gains is easy if you're patient. Nothing's easy, but it's easier on the mind and it's less stressful. I'll tell you that. Your show is the most valuable when the markets are choppy. It's easy when things are pumping. Oh yeah. Anyone can show up when the market's pumping. This is true from someone that came down from gambling. The real reason. What was the real reason Bitcoin dumped? I'll tell you right now. It's because the Fed is tightening up, okay? The Fed deciding to tighten up. Let's talk about it. Let's break down the news. Let's show you. And we're correlated to the Dow Jones. It's that simple. So when the Fed said they were going to tighten up, it spooked the stock market. Big money started taking money out of the market. Big money likes to be in when the government's propping them up. Like, oh, you're going to prop us up? Yeah, we'll put our money in. You're going to make us money easily. You're going to buy our stocks and stuff? Yeah. Oh, you're not going to buy our stocks anymore? Oh, we're going to just, you're not going to let us make free money? Oh, we're going to just come right out. We're just going to bounce right out. Oh, you're not going to give us free money? So Fed officials plan to shrink the balance sheet by $95 billion a month, meeting minutes indicates. They also reached a consensus at their March meeting that they would begin reducing central bank balance sheet by $95 billion in a month, likely beginning in May. Likely. Let's hope they don't get that far, but there were also strong indications that 0.5 percentage point or 50 basis points interest rates will increase ahead. So when that news came out, which means they were what's called hawkish, when they're dovish, it means they're kind of lending to the idea that they're going to keep pumping money into the market. So the Fed got dovish at the meeting on Wednesday. What that did, that trickled into the world markets, it trickled into the Dow, and it trickled into Bitcoin. It's very simple, everybody. That's the case. Until the world wakes up, we need more. Honestly, it's sad, but we need more like strange shakeups in the world where people wake up and realize that Bitcoin is their only answer. And as that gets creating, the demand for Bitcoin will continue to grow. So it's sad, but we need more insane things to be going on for Bitcoin to really, really show its strength. It's a risk-on asset, okay? So the point is, like, people have to be getting into risky situations to jump into Bitcoin. Now, I figured this world was already a risky place. I studied history, and I said, wow, they only make it seem complacent for a while, then they shake it up on you. They only make you feel like your world, like everything's put together for you, and I looked at history, and I said, wow, we're in a nice little period now, but it's not always like this. I said, I better start preparing now for when they shake me up. And I started buying Bitcoin and gold early 10 years ago because I believed, not Bitcoin, but gold and silver, because I believed they were going to start shaking it up on me like they've been doing to my forefathers, my grandfather. World wars, depressions, all have been masked. Man, again, you won't stop, Val, CJ. Once you make those gains, you will go back for more. Facts. It's true. But I've had so many good leverage trades that I keep going back and hoping I'll get one good leverage trade and get up to 5, 10K, and then I'll be done and just yield for them. That's what everyone says. They're one last one, man. Dude, it's just like an addiction, my friend. One is too much, and 1,000 is never enough. I'm telling you right now. Leverage is dangerous territory. Yep. I'm praying with the Livers' help and Dustin's offer as well. As same offer to be trained to be an analyst, I can turn my life around and master the skill and be someone I am proud of. That's called a gambling addiction. Produce the gains, my man. So there's the total market cap. Must hold this level here. Extremely important we hold this level. Okay? This is a big deal. Bulls must hold this level. Okay? To remain bullish. All right? Bulls must hold this level to remain bullish. That's the total market cap of all of cryptocurrency. Okay? My leverage accounts are with a prop desk and an FX broker. I wouldn't use exchange. I mean, you sound like a professional trader, man. You've been rocking with me for like a year. You're a different story. People who arrive in crypto bang their heads until they finally return. It's just a cycle. It's true, man. He's 100% right. The vids will create the structure you need. Yep. Aries are known to be degenerate gamblers, my man. Facts. Don't learn the hard way, right? Thank God. My dad took me aside when I was young and told me never to gamble. I mean, I do trade, but he told me never bet on sports. He told me it's a sucker's game. He said, don't bet on the Super Bowl. Don't bet on sports. He's like, my dad also buys lottery tickets. I don't buy lottery tickets. I just don't do it. You know what I'm saying? It just, to me, it's like, nah, why throw your money? I believe you can create your own money, be a master of your destiny. I'm not waiting on someone to help me. I don't leverage. I don't like borrowing. Just not into any of that stuff, Wow, look at the daily chart here on Total 3. Wants to bounce. This is the total market cap of all of cryptocurrency, excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum. And we're at a line in the sand right here. Look, previous resistance right there at 724. And we bounced off 731 actually back. We're up 20 billion today already real fast. Logic-based reality. Don't leverage trade metals unless you like spreads and instant drawdowns of 30% position size. If you're going to use leverage, at least use a stop loss. CJ Baker. These arbitrage bets using math, you can get 90% odds of winning using several bookies and maths. Yikes. I do well using what I learned here and there, scalping the 1 minute. Yikes. I'm banned from all bookies now, though. My man, this guy. Sound like a real Irish gambler. Michael Saylor borrows a lot of money. You could borrow money if it's done the right way. That's corporate structured borrowing. That's using proper, that's using corporate debt. Borrowing on corporate assets to create more debt and then using that debt to buy more assets. I mean, that's a completely different thing. Good debt is good. Using debt at the right time is good. I'm not talking, this is completely different than going to Binance and opening up a leverage account. Completely different, Better coin flip instead. Right? 2x leverage is good enough for me. Yeah, I use 3x, 5x at the most, every once in a while 10x if I really want to, but it's very rare. 3x is me. The 3S and 3L tokens is all I need. Leverage needs don't even mention that stuff here, man. Options, leverage, parlays, hops and props are the weakness. Interesting. Okay. Total market. Let's take a look at the Dow now. Down 157 points. And look, it's making the right shoulder as suggested. Look, shoulder, head, and it's making the right shoulder. However, what it is doing is the 21 wants to cross the 200. It's a good sign. That's a good sign that the bears lack momentum. We're actually in a bit of a little flag here on the daily, and the daily is getting oversold. Look at this. It's in the exact same thing Bitcoin's doing. Bitcoin's in this little flag. The daily's in this little flag. As long as we stay above this resistance here, right right here, actually, right there. At about 34,000 needs to stay. And as long as we stay above 34,000, this flag can break back up to the upside. Okay? Oversold in all time frames now. The 1 hour, the 4 hour, and the daily. That bodes well for the Dow Jones. As long as this flag holds, I mean, that's actually a cup and handle. Look at this. I'm going with the idea that it may make that right shoulder, but if we even just take this away for a split second, it's cup and handling. And the last time we drew this cup and handle, we nailed another. We nailed a move for the Dow. Okay. Right there, we drew that cup and handle. This was a cup, that was a handle, got back in the handle, and then it did bounce on out. So the Dow Jones is in a cup and handle here. Sammy, cup and handle on the Dow Jones. Can you believe he put the cup and handle in the Dow Jones in a cup and handle? The guy's out of his mind. How did he do it? How does he do? How does he know how to do these things? He's out of his. This is just. He didn't even shave today. The guy is scruffed. Look at this. So it goes all the way up here to 37,000. Right? That's the measured move. That would be a beautiful move back for the Dow. Right? Daily suggested it could happen. The daily suggested it could happen. However, we need to hold above 34,000. If 34,000 breaks, I'll change my tune. This whole scenario will change. How to become a millionaire trading 300 to 1 leverage in the FX markets. Guaranteed. Well, you start with a few billion and you're funny. I love that. How do you become a millionaire? Well, you start with a few billion, you know? Yeah, you should know your lot size and risk. Yeah, Preston Collins this guy's spot on when it comes to trading. Spot on. Big Sky agreed. Trade the 1 minute and get out. Otherwise, you get wrecked. Yeah. TradingView Mobile needs more than paper trading. I like my tablet. Interesting. Wait, so they'll just give me free money to trade with? 20X is designed to margin all your account. Yeah, what do you mean? They'll just give me free money? Yeah, exactly. It's all free. Mini football, baby. Mini football banging on them? Really? You're funny. Is it really going up today? Is it really? Don't play with me now on mini football. All right, don't play with me. Mini football. Mini football. Let's take a look here at mini football. Wow, up 97%. You ain't playing. Continue to bang on them. Remember when mini football came out? I had a feeling. I don't know why. It's just so funny that I thought people would like to tell their friends that they bought it. So they'd be like, look, I got mini football. And like, that alone's kind of funny. Remember when we first learned about this coin? We first got into this coin. We're looking at it way back here. Wow. Mini football did damage. Look at it. Just went up 90. That's insane. And
if you're going to Miami, should you be streaming until midnight tonight?
369% gains for mini football. Unbelievable. FX is the USA. Way too short things without 30K balance. FX. I am the idiot you speak of. I have 5K stuck in a 5X long at 46,500. Yikes. You're not an idiot. I didn't say anyone was an idiot. Let's make it clear. I don't call people idiots, and I don't put people down. You're just going through an experience that, normally, you're just going through an experience, and eventually you're going to learn from that experience. So, yeah, Femex is legit. FX is the USA. I called it last night too. You did, my man. Mini football. That's insane. Up since April 6th, up 369%. Wow, are the mini alts coming back? Do they know something we don't? Is this part of Bitcoin Miami? Mini football? Insane. Insane. Look at the max supply, LOL. Oh my gosh, it's like 100 bazillion. It's 100 bajillion, patrillion. Yeah. Femex and KuCoin are friendly to the U.S. No KYC needed. There you go, man. CJ Baker, we love you, CJ, but Lifer asks that we don't use profanity or cuss because there are parents and children watching the streams every day together. Thank you for understanding. I'm in a whole bunch of poo coins. Still, me too, yeah. Going through a learning experience that unfortunately had to pay money for. Hey, I lost 13K trading the stock market, so who here has lost more than me? I lost 13,000 trading the stock market 7 years ago. I had to take my wounds and lick them, all right? Thank God I didn't leave trading altogether, right? Like the pet rock in the 70s. Didn't last long. You know, my friend's grandfather created that? Yep. My friend's grandfather created the pet rock. He was the inventor of the pet rock, man. Insanity, right? I know that man. I know that man well. He's not with us anymore, but I know that man well. 20K. You never know. I needed to pay a bill the other day. It took 400 at 10x and turned it into 600 on the 1 minute. Then got out. That's how to do it if you need to. I needed to. Dang, that's crazy. I lost 14K in the stock market too. Wow, 2 years ago. Hey, there you go, man. I lost 25,000 last year in crypto. Yee. Did you actually lose it? Did you sell? Do you have like, you know, or are you just down? Did you actually sell it though? You know, it's not a sell until it's realized. You know, look, that was the resistance there for Kono. We did have it. We bounced back again though. Yeah. Reassessing how that 15-minute played out. Let's take a look. Came up and it's trying to break. Once it breaks that resistance, look for the retest and it's gone. Look for the retest and it's gone. Okay. Lost 60K first year trading on the stock market. Damn, see? People lost more than I did. Like, see, you listen to other people's stories and you're like, well, mine wasn't too bad then, I guess, huh? I'm watching HYDRA very closely for a move. Very closely. This is my gem of gems for the day. HYDRA, look at it on the daily. It's forming this higher low. It's been hanging at this support for so long. I'm going to risk 13 to make 73% gains on this puppy. HYDRA is on my radar. I'm watching it. Maybe the only trade I look at today. Honestly, like when the market's, you know, we reassess. When the market's everywhere, I try to see I try to put out as many opportunities as I see. But when the market's just flat right now, I watch it and I wait. And I don't mind, you know, you don't have to force anything. Do not force anything. Okay? HYDRA's been on my radar though. I keep watching it closely. The beginner's class is amazing. Lost 40 racks, but I will get that back plus interest. Trust. My man. I love your fire. Panic selling, man. There you go. Stock options are rigged. Look how they rate short stocks are dirty. AMC, GME. Yeah. I don't play the stock market for that reason, man. It's all rigged, but stock market's even more rigged than it needs to be. You know, it's horrible. Absolutely horrible. Last but not least, let's take a look at Bitcoin dominance before we get out of here and we all look at the dollar too, the dollar index. We look at the dollar every single day here on the channel. Okay, so look, the dollar pumped on that daily, but I don't think it's going to get all the way up to this target. Looks like it's at resistance. And also, look what we're seeing here is bearish divergence. You got a high swing up, but a low swing down on the RSI. Tells me that we've probably hit our high there, and we may actually start to curve down. We're also high in the stochastics. The dollar index on the daily is losing momentum and says it's probably going to drop. So that's a good sign for us for Bitcoin. Going to dump, right? 4 hour actually has legs, though. Interesting. So this could pump. Remember, the Bitcoin's like down here like this. Bitcoin could kind of keep going down a little bit. We take a look at the 1 hour, and this actually wants to pump too. And Bitcoin wants to come on down. It's like suggesting that we go up a little more, and Bitcoin struggles through the afternoon. So everything we looked at suggested Bitcoin goes down a little more throughout the day. Like we're not done with the dump yet. And that's what it suggests. Let's look at our short. And look, there's our Bitcoin dump there. It's getting the bounce on the 15-minute, remember, but that's just a 15-minute reassess. Once the 15-minute gets high again, I believe the drop is going to continue. It's bearishly retesting. Well, we're hoping it makes a right shoulder, but to me, it looks like it's bearishly retesting. Look, that's a bearish retest. It's trying to get back in the pattern, and if it can't get back in the pattern, that's going to be a nice short to the downside. At any moment, this could come, and just dump. It's going to turn on you. That's the short. That's the bearish retest short. That's a perfect place to open a short right there. It's a textbook short right now. Easy peasy. Like, and again, if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. But that is a textbook area. Retests are the textbook area to open up a short, in my humble opinion. So highly likely we do see Bitcoin get to the measured move at 42,670 before we see anything else happen later on today. That's a bear pennant, a bear rectangle that broke to the downside and is bearishly retesting the bottom trend line. If it can't break back above this zone, look for a move to the downside for Bitcoin. So it's a key way to play that market. Key way to play the market later on today. Okay? Everybody, thank you so much for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. Remember, if you came to the channel, then you're already doing the right thing. 1, 2, 3. Crypto is life. Thank you so much. Shout out to Keith Haring. Shout out to the aliens. Shout out to the UFOs. Shout out to the USOs, unidentified submerged objects. You might want to look up USOs and hydrophobic soil. I might just blew your mind. Check out hydrophobic soil. I love you all. Have a great, great day. I'll see all my awesome lifers in the trading group. I'll see you throughout the day. I love you all. Have a wonderful time. Thank you for everything, each and every one of you. No words can express my true gratitude for helping me get where I am today. Thank you very, very much. I love the support, the super chats, the likes, and everything. You guys got me through another crazy day. I appreciate it, and I'll see you back here at the same time tomorrow, 10 a.m., ready to blast off into space. I'll see you on the moon. Be safe.